the Chi-Town experience on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the likes.
The Chicago Bears have quietly explored this crazy idea that can actually land them the perfect head coach. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, before I go any further with today's episode of Keek on the Mic, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is BetUS. Bears fans, BetUS is giving you a chance to win even more money. I know a lot of us, including myself, have lost a whole lot of money on the Chicago Bears this season, but let me tell you this, Bears fans, BetUS also has a casino. So for all the followers who like slots, take advantage of the 200% sign-up bonus up to $5,000 or a 250% for crypto sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Bears fans, it's free money, so go check out BetUS right now. All right, Bears fans, this is going to be really interesting. This is yet another update on the Chicago Bears head coaching search. The other day, and I thought he was fibbing a little bit during the end of the season press conference, Ryan Poles, the Bears general manager, made it very clear that the Chicago Bears would do a very broad search, and he definitely wasn't lying. Just yesterday, they actually requested to interview Iowa State's head coach, Matt Campbell. So they're going to, looking at the college level. Of course, they're looking for, previous head coaches like Mike Vrabel. They got offensive and defensive minds like Drew Petzing or Aaron Glenn or Ben Johnson. But now it seems like the Chicago Bears are quietly exploring trading for three possible coaches as well. And it means that Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears mean business. I know the other day I was a little bit frustrated because I feel like the list was still too long. And I still understand that list is too long in my personal opinion. But at the end of the day, I do have an understanding that if they don't land Ben Johnson or Mike Vrabel or one of the top candidates, they want to make sure they have a lot of backup options. And there's now a rumor going around that the Chicago Bears have actually reached out to three teams about the possibility of trading for their head coaches. And the three names go like this. One was Zach Taylor in Cincinnati. Another was Mike McDaniel from the Miami Dolphins. And the last, and this is actually one of my favorites, is Kevin Stefanski from the Cleveland Browns. And when you really look at all three of these head coaches, Bears fans, all three of them actually make a whole lot of sense. You remember what Kevin Warren, or what rumors were coming out about what Kevin Warren, Ryan Poles, and the Chicago Bears organization really wanted from their next head coach. They wanted a leader, which that doesn't really fit Mike McDaniel, but they wanted proven head coaches with extensive offensive experience. And when you look at all three of these names that they're rumored to actually call and reach out about the availability of these coaches, they all have proven offensive backgrounds. When you look at Zach Taylor from the Cincinnati Bengals, he helped develop Joe Burrow in a 2 reached the Super Bowl back in 2021. When you look at Mike McDaniel, he has elevated the career of Tua. And I feel like not all the problems with the Miami Dolphins are his fault, but I do think Mike McDaniel is a really good offensive mind. The problem with Mike Daniel is that he's not really a leader of men. And of course, when you look at Kevin Stefanski, which to me, this is my favorite, he has made the playoffs twice with the Cleveland Browns with two different quarterbacks. Once again, I feel like there's a lot of dysfunction with the Cleveland Browns. I do feel like Kevin Stefanski is a really good head coach. He also has direct ties with the Bears president, Kevin Warren. So that interest is really easy to understand. So once again, the Chicago Bears, Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, they lose absolutely nothing by placing these calls. If they get told no, it's really not a big deal. It's just move on to the next option. And that's what the Chicago Bears have really done here over the last week or so, is given themselves so many options. Bears fans, I'll be the first one to say, I feel like this long list is a little bit obnoxious. I don't think you need to interview 15 plus guys, but I think Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, George McCaskey, and the Chicago Bears organization are trying to prove us, the media analysts out there, everyone around them, they're trying to prove us a point, saying, hey, no stone is going to go unturned. We are going to find the perfect head coach. Rather we go to the college level, rather we go get proven experience, rather we trade for a head coach. We are going to make sure we do not mess up this hire. So you know what? I'm going to give them credit for at least they are trying to get this decision right. Do I still feel like the long list of candidates is silly? Absolutely. But to me, at least no stone is going to go unturned. Let's just hope that Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, and George McCaskey and the Bears organization can actually choose the perfect head coach for the Chicago Bears. But once again, them reaching out to these three teams, and you have to understand that these teams are kind of on shaky ground just because Kevin Stefanski, Mike McDaniel and Zach Taylor are all pretty good head coaches, and they, their teams brought them back, doesn't mean they are dead set to keep those coaches. So I feel like if this is true, this is a very good strategy by Ryan Poles. Maybe you reach out and, you reach out for Zach Taylor or Mike McDaniel or Kevin Stefanski and say, hey, what's going on with Stefanski? It's like, you know what? We're actually willing to trade him. Now the Chicago Bears not only get a proven offensive mind, but they get a proven head coach as well. Out of the three, I would really be intrigued to see what Kevin Stefanski would do with Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. I don't think the problems that we're seeing in Cleveland have anything to do with him. I think he's outstanding offensive mind. I also think he's an outstanding head coach as well. And I think he would do really good things with Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears as well. So once again, a call doesn't cost anything for Ryan Poles. I actually like that he's doing it if this is true. And once again, it opens up a path for a proven head coach. And once again, when you look at the history of other NFL organizations taking this approach, it has resulted into success over the past 30 years. You look at Bill Parcells, Sean Payton, and Bruce Arians. All teams led those teams to the playoffs. When you look at Arians, John Gruden, and Bill Belichick, they all won Super Bowls. This method has worked time and time again for other NFL organizations. So I think it's a smart approach by Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears organization. I think just the simple effort to try to get this right, I admire it a little bit. And once again, I keep going back saying, yes, it is silly that the Chicago Bears are having this long list. And I think we all know the obvious choice at this point is probably Ben Johnson or Mike Vrabel. But at least they are, looking at every single avenue. And those three coaches are notable, right? Mike McDaniel, good offensive mind. You have Kevin Stefanski, good offensive mind, and Zach Taylor, good offensive mind. I think the only one that I probably wouldn't want is Mike McDaniel because I know he's a good offensive mind. But when it comes to being a true leader, he has struggled at that. But when you look at Zach Taylor and even Kevin Stefanski, they seem like they're good leaders. And I think they can also elevate an offense as well. So once again, I just wanted to come on here really quick and just react to this rumor going around. Once again, nothing set in stone. But it definitely wouldn't surprise me if Kevin Warren or Ryan Poles are actually reaching out to these teams with proven head coaches and just asking about the availability. Once again, nothing hurt. It doesn't hurt to ask and inquire. But at the end of the day, if they say no, they say no. If they say yes, maybe you land a proven head coach like Kevin Stefanski. So Bears fans will have to wait and see. Once again, it does not surprise me because of the long list of candidates that they have already had and are scheduled to interview. So we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks. You guys all know who I want and how I feel about how this head coaching search for the Bears should go. But let me know down below in the comment section if this rumor is true, if you agree with the Bears' approach to reach out to these teams with proven head coaches. And if this was true, which one of the three coaches I listed on today's episode of Kick on the Mic would you want the Bears to actually trade for? Kevin Stefanski of the Browns, Zach Taylor of the Cincinnati Bengals, or Mike McDaniel of the Miami Dolphins? Let me know down below in the comment section. As always, Bears fans, make sure you guys continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Kick on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. And Bears fans, once again, make sure you guys head over to BetUS and check out their live casino. Once again, for all my followers who like slots, you have the advantage of taking on the 200% sign-up bonus up to $5,000 or a 250% for crypto sign-up bonus as well, up to $1,000. But other than that, Bears fans, I'll be back for an all-new Bears podcast right here on Kick on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Kick on the Mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Kick on the Mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't Kick on the Mic.